Welcome back, everybody. We're down here talking to Sue Ma because feeding your baby can be fun, but of course it can also be super stressful, especially if you have a family history of allergies. Joining us today, registered dietitian Sue Ma, as I mentioned, to tell us all about first foods for baby and how to lower the risk of peanut allergies.
Yes.
It's so common now.
You know what? About 2% of children have a peanut allergy.
Yes.
And so I'm thrilled to be here with the Peanut Bureau of Canada to talk about how to introduce solids to your baby and also lower the risk of peanut allergy.
Okay, this is great. So when do we begin and how?
Well, at about 6 months of age, baby is ready to have solids, and you want to start with iron-rich foods.
Okay.
So meat, fish, beans, eggs, iron-fortified infant cereal. And what you want to do is cook the food and then water it down with either breast milk or formula to make it sort of a smooth, thin, runny pudding texture.
As you have in the little bowls.
Yeah, as we have here. And then as the baby gets older, you can kind of mash or puree the food to have a thicker, more mashed texture. And that helps the baby develop its swallowing reflex, too.
Okay. And then, this is so adorable.
This is the fun stage. When baby gets older, 7, 8, 9 months, they're ready for finger foods.
Okay.
So you can have some steamed broccoli, you can have some nice soft carrots, little whole grain toast. This little cereal is great for kids because it helps to introduce their pincer grasp.
For dexterity?
For dexterity, avocado, even some yogurt, shredded cheese. So encourage the baby to develop its motor skills and use their hands to eat. And it's really a fun stage of life.
Inevitably, when they throw that broccoli right back out at you, you say it takes, on average, 15 tries.
Don't give up, Mom.
Okay.
Don't give up, Dad. It can take 10 to 15 tries, so don't make a fuss. Just keep trying, introduce the food again, and be chill and relaxed when you introduce new foods to your baby.
And one day their palate might just get used to it and they'll accept it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, allergies, as I mentioned, about 2% of kids have a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
And so research now shows that early introduction of peanut actually lowers the risk of peanut allergy by up to 86%.
Makes sense.
So when my kids were young, we waited until the kids were like 3 or 4, but now the research is showing between 4 to 6 months, if you have a high-risk infant, someone with eczema or egg allergy, it's okay to introduce peanuts or peanut butter.
At 4 to 6 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And the way you do that is to take smooth peanut butter,
Yep.
you mix it with equal parts of water, warm water, and you stir it up so it creates a nice smooth mixture.
So you're diluting the paste so that it's not going to choke. serve as a
Exactly,
choking hazard 'cause
exactly.
It's hard to swallow
Exactly.
For the
So you're
little
going to mix it up, whisk it up a bit, and then
in a blender,
takes
maybe?
yeah, in
It
a little
takes a
blender,
while.
or it takes a little whisk. So it takes a little while. So when you've got that done, you can add it to your applesauce, or you can add it to your infant cereal. Spread it on a thin layer on toast, and that way it introduces the peanut protein to the infant, and it minimizes the risk of developing that allergy later in life.
Does the quantity matter? How much are you introducing at first if you're fearful?
So that's a great thing. Take about 2 teaspoons of smooth peanut butter to 2 teaspoons of warm water, and that gives you about 2 grams of peanut protein.
Okay.
So that's sort of the magic recipe.
So by doing that slowly, you can then hopefully have them get used to it
And
rather than
sensitized.
develop and
Right.
sensitized.
And if your baby doesn't have eczema, then you can introduce it at any age, 6 months or beyond. If your baby has mild or moderate eczema, then about 6 months. But if you've got a high-risk baby, 4 to 6 months, talk to your pediatrician, get the skin, the skin prick test, and enjoy eating with your family and kids.
Sage advice. Thank you so much for all of this. It's a lot to take in. Just go to our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Have a healthy and happy summer.
Thank you,
Always so
you
good to
too.
see you. Love to your kids. More BT right after this.